So, what is Dubai Expo? Well, let me show you. Let's just say it's not what you would expect. This is Dubai Expo, an $8 billion festival set up here in Dubai, and I'm going to be showing you what it's really like to be here. Some of the best pavilions celebrating countries from around the world, and my favorite part will be saved for last. To understand what this is, we have to go back to 1851 in London, the first ever World Fair. The World Fair was created for countries from around the world to come together in one place and to celebrate diversity and most of all work together on common goals. Now this is the first time in Expo history that every country has had their own unique pavilion. There's 191 of these things, and my goal today is to show you some of these incredible pavilions, art installations, and exhibits in one video. We've got a lot of ground to cover. So basically, I'm gonna be traveling the world without leaving Dubai. This is the Expo passport, and every pavilion has a stamp that you get at the very end of it. So let's get started. It's time for us to experience our first pavilion.
How exciting! I have no idea what's gonna go on the side. Let's find out.
Little tickets to get in. This one right here is very special. This is actually meant to be a falcon's rib cage, and this is the national bird of the United Arab Emirates, and this is their pavilion. And it's actually got these hydraulic lifts that move those feathers up and down. It's basically like an Apple Store 2.0. If they don't have the iPhone 14, I'm gonna be livid. We're now entering into the pavilion. Here we go.
That's real sand right there. Real sand dunes.
Is it? Yeah. What? I did not expect this to be real sand. So they're telling stories with a projector on the sand. So our first pavilion is down. We get out the passport. Thank you. Robbie, our time has come.
Let's do it, let's do it. I'm down. I'm down.
Nailed it. Now I can sweat and nobody's gonna be any wiser. The air conditioning with the wet shirt. So this is an elevator into Saudi Arabia. Wait, this is an escalator. So not only is it visually a trip, but I can now smell beautiful incense. So cool. Everywhere I've ever shot, like if it's a big event, they're like, hey, no filming, watch out. But here, everyone's like, oh yeah, make sure you've got your camera ready. The escalator's even better. Oh my gosh. What? This is insane. This is one of the most beautiful art exhibits I've ever seen. It's such a stunning visual experience. Wait, I just realized it's tracking me. This is groundbreaking technology. It's so cool.
Saudi wins 100%.
One of the best things of the World Fair is trying the flavors of the world. And right now, this is Saudi ice cream, and this is Ahmed. What's the best ice cream for tasting Saudi Arabia?
Best ice cream here we have, like it tastes like Saudi.
Yeah.
Will be the Tamar 11.
I'll do one of those.
Of course.
Thank you.
You will like it for sure.
Wow.
Thank you.
Woo.
That's the one. Yeah, it's the best. Wow, dangerously good.
I'm having a moment. This is...
After one of the best desserts of my life, I think I'm ready for some Saudi coffee.
The one that is in front of you represents the 13 regions of Saudi Arabia. So it goes from north to south, from darkest to lightest. So you'll actually know the person from Saudi from the blend of their coffees.
Each of the coffees is paired with a specific date. So you can see here we've got a selection. These are the Ferraris of dates. One of the main focuses of Expo 2020 is sustainability. So it actually came here with a biscuit cup, the dates on the side. It's a very different taste. I would say it's kind of comparable to Turkish coffee. Chris, there's no one I'd rather have a date with than you. Just don't tell Ruby. Most of the exhibits look a lot like this. They've got decor in their own local fashion, and they've got lots of information, everything from like tourism to culture. But this one holds a special place in my heart after going to Uganda, one of my favorite travels that I've had of the year, of my life. All I'm gonna say is Uganda be going there one day because it's a very special place. So Expo's pretty big. Luckily you have options of getting around. This is one of them. We're at the Korean pavilion. Very few people leave it. No. It's a battle royale. About an hour and a half to get into the exhibit. This is me before, this is me now.
Can you take your selfie?
Guys, look! I look so concerned. We've got our avatars set up on our phone, and apparently this is a 30-minute experience, and we're just missing the K-pop show down below. This is the view, though. There's a drone show over there, and it says Connecting Minds. Look at that. Whoa! This is what it looks like in my mind when I'm trying to split a bill. Now we've got a vertical movie theater, and this is all still part of the Korean pavilion. I give the Korean pavilion a 7 out of 10. But honestly, the coolest part's just being outside of it.
Come through.
Oh no.
How long you been here for? Got any large amounts of cash on you?
I mean, I got a few bands. Thanks, dog. One of the pillars of all of Expo 2020 is sustainability. And speaking of pillars, we're going up one. We're about to take to the sky in a floating garden. Wow. This is such an incredible view. Guys, look at that. Once you get all the way to the top, the garden rotates a full 360 degrees. And the only thing that comes close in height is the actual Al Wasal. There's the Korean pavilion we were just in. There's a few key pieces and exhibits here at Expo 2020. That's definitely one of them. Hans is a German name, right?
Yeah.
Hans.
Yes.
Oh, good morning, Hans.
Good morning. Wait, you do a fantastic German accent.
Ja, das ist gut, nein?
Das ist gut. Das Auto.
Ja, wunderbar. Let's do this. Ja?
They just opened up a trap door. You thinking what I'm thinking? I feel like a child again. So not all pavilions are made equally, which is why I'm like really curious to see what they all offer, which ones are good, which ones are maybe worth skipping. But so far, Germany, das gut.
Fantastisch.
If you were to really cut down like what this place is about, it's about learning. There's a lot of information, and the way they teach people is actually with really cool interactive exhibits. It makes the learning process a lot more fun. And then there's some pavilions that really focus in on the visual aspects, like the Saudi one. For me, that so far has been the best. I give that one a 10 out of 10. Germany has a ball pit, just give it a 7.9. You can smell the flowers. Wow. I might have to reassess Germany Pavilion score. Stay tuned. Das is very good. We did it.
We did it. We saved the planet.
We saved the planet.
Saved the world by swinging.
Saved the planet. Yeah, it's a YouTube video.
Are you guys famous?
No.
No? It's okay.
No, I've got 12.
You'll get there one
I have
day.
12 subscribers.
I'll subscribe.
But yeah, you'll be 13. Updated rating is in. Swing sets, incredible dance party, bringing it up to a 8.9. And now, Singapore. So I went to Singapore a few years ago, and this is just like their Gardens by the Bay, which is one of the most beautiful, eco-friendly buildings I've ever seen, all the way in the desert. You feel like you're in the tropics. Singapore Pavilion, I give it a 7.2 because what you see is what you get. It's beautiful, but after walking around some gardens, it's time to go. Welcome to the Italian Pavilion. Buongiorno. Wow. Sometimes pavilions will have context that you might not know when you walk in. These are the hulls of old rowboats, and so this whole nautical theme that you see here is all in homage to that. So outside here we go from the nautical to inside here, this nod to the Roman history. This is David by Michelangelo. And the craziest part is, it's actually the exact same size. It was 3D printed.
Made out of raisins, bio waste, and just like a little bit of marble to actually retain the look.
What? I really can't believe how much love and attention was put into these exhibits. Yo, that is drip. Literally everyone working here is wearing Dolce.
Adesso è Portugal! Forza! Portugal! Forza! Portugal! Guys, the entrance to the USA is very beautiful. But I don't think they're gonna let me in.
This is so cool. So what they've done is with the front of the Switzerland Pavilion, they're using the front as like a mirror to reflect this red carpet, and then they've got the Swiss cross right over there.
Umbrella against the sun.
Apparently this is one of the best ones.
In Switzerland, it's covered in fog, but at some point you'll reach above the clouds and you'll be able to see our mountain range. Good.
Whoa! This looks so trippy. Wow. So right now we're on a Swiss hike. You can see there's a mountain range that's starting to emerge. This is so cool. We're starting to come over the fog.
They've done a spectacular job and you really feel like you're in the weather.
The only thing missing is some cheese plates and fondue. Authentic Swiss chocolate. Oh my god.
It's like a Swiss Ferrero Rocher.
Tasting the world.
Incredible.
This is Moscowi, and it's basically like a Palestinian cheese bread. This is why we came to the Luxembourg Pavilion, to bring out our inner child. Chris?
Yes?
I just want you to know, you've been an awesome asset to the team.
Oh, thank you.
Your time has come. That's so fast. Luxembourg. Okay, this is definitely one of the coolest things at Expo 2020. They built a full 360-degree man-made waterfall. Let's check it out. There was no warning. The little kid ran for his life. That feels so good. So I've saved the best thing of Expo 2020 for last. There's actually only one hotel in all of the Expo grounds. It's this one right here. It's called The Row. And we actually have our pool right over top of the dome. This is Al Wasal, and in Arabic it means connection. And late at night, they light up all of the meshing, and so they create this projector experience throughout the entire dome. And this dome has been where we go every night. We've just been sitting inside of it and just eating up the audio visual experience. It's one of the best I've ever had. And if there's one reason to come to Expo, it's to see this thing light up. It's just a work of art. Now if you're into random fun facts like I am, this whole steel structure, unwinded, would be 13.6 kilometers of steel. In short, that is a scratch of the surface of what's going on here at Expo 2020. The $8 billion that were invested into developing this incredible World Fair, and that's where it ends on my end. Guys, let's get lost again in the next one.